So you're finally getting around to meeting Dory's kids at last.
Are you going to get married?
Dory, why don't you take the first crack at this?
Christine and I are good friends.
So what is that? Another way to say you're living together?
Kids, they like me.
Gun's like a magnet to a kid. Doesn't matter where you hide it.
Not about hide it. I'm a police officer, and I am required to have a gun.
So what do you have to say now, Rivera? Still think my mother's a meter maid?
Come on, Lacey.
Harvey, put that gun down.
She was on my mind, and Tom was on my mind. So I slept very restless. And twice I went down the road away in the night and slipped around the front.
What is this? What is that word?
Road.
Road.
And slipped around the front and see her sitting there by her candle in the window with her eyes toward the road and the tears in them. And I wished I could do something for her, but I couldn't. Only to swear that I wouldn't never do nothing to grieve her anymore.
Michael, wait till I cool off. You get a bellyache.
You always say hot cookies give you a bellyache. How come?
Because that's what my mother used to say to me.
She hides in different places, but I can always find it. You've got $1 in this bag. Kiss it goodbye, Rivera.
Look at that book. Remember last year? You couldn't even read a book like that. You worked very hard. Are you proud of yourself? I'm proud of you, too. Give me a bite.
No.
Why not?
They're hot. You'll get a bellyache.
Oh, very smart, Michael. Read me more.
I know it's here somewhere. Hey, Rob, help me out here.
Tom Sawyer on a mattress, and that old doctor and Jim. And her calico.
Let me see. And Jim in her calico dress. Calico.
What does calico mean?
Go get the dictionary.
It's on Harv's bookshelf. I can't reach it.
Oh, you were full of baloney. You just wanted a little time here with these cookies.
What'd you bake them for?
For after dinner. I'll get it. One more, you hear me, mister?
Freeze! Wow. Can I hold it? One more step and you've had it.
Come on, Lacey, let me see the gun.
So what do you have to say now, Rivera? Still think my mother's a meter maid?
Come on, Lacey.
Say it.
Harvey, put that gun down. I'm not fooling around here. Now put it down. Put it on the bed. Don't. Robert, I think you should go home now.
We were just fooling around,
Robert,
Mom.
please go home. You were told never to touch this gun.
I just wanted to show Robert.
You never point a gun.
It was unloaded. You always unload.
Loaded or unloaded, you never point a gun. Do you have any idea what might have happened if there'd been an accident?
Okay, I get the point.
Don't you smart mouth me. I trusted you to stay away from that gun. You're 14 years old. You know better. You have disobeyed me because you want to look like a big deal, and you could have blown your friend's head off. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I hear you.
Go to your room.
You.
Looking for a guy named Ulyss.
Ulyss.
Ulyss, right.
Ulyss.
Sam Ulyss.
Sam.
Ulyss.
Like Lieutenant Sam Ulyss?
Right.
Right, follow me.
If I have to stake out one more bathroom, I mean, I feel like I've been in every men's room on Wall Street.
We'll get him sooner or later, Victor.
Oh, yeah? How are you gonna get him? For 2 weeks, we've been lurking in bathroom stalls. I'm getting to feel like I'm some sort of pervert.
Dory,
Enjoy it, Victor.
I would like to meet your children.
Dress up like Wall Street executives. It's just part of the job.
What do you mean, make plans? Well, you're the one who's always talking about being so spontaneous. No, I am not complaining. I have to get back to work, too. Good luck on the Sierra collar. Boy 10, girl 14.
That's nice.
Uh-huh.
So you're finally getting around to meeting Dory's kids at last.
Uh-huh.
That's nice.
Mary Beth, that is not Dory's fault.
I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. He has an ex-wife. He has an ex-wife he has to contend with, and he doesn't get to see the children as often as he'd like to.
I didn't say that.
Catching?
We are.
We are, sir.
Been a shooting at 2209 Lexington Avenue. Uniforms on the scene are asking detectives to respond.
Got it.
Yes, sir.
2209 Lex.
Got it.
See that? Shooting. Probably a homicide.
Homicide, yeah.
Hey, I need your attention because we got to move fast. All right, Team A, door to door. Team B, plates. Team C, you lucky guys. You got it. Receptacles, huh? Look, if he ditched it, we want to find it before a citizen does. Thank you. You men of the 22nd, thank you very much for helping out.
And he owed us.
Victor, play nice.
If you do recall hearing anything at all, if anything comes to mind, would you please call us at the 14th? Thank you.
Nothing. Nobody heard nothing. No tenant reported gunshots.
You'll love it. Walls in this building must be 6 feet thick. They sure don't make them like this anymore.
Oh, come on.
Let's walk it.
From bathrooms to trash cans.
You're taking this personally, Victor.
I can't help it. Did you notice anyone in the 22nd in Team C? You know, I mean, we could have drawn vehicles. We could have drawn door to door. Instead, we draw garbage.
Well, it takes a trained detective to sift through garbage for evidence, Victor.
Right, right. It's a dirty job, Victor, but somebody's got to do it.
How many more after this?
2.
Oh, Lord.
You know what's weird? How many yellow sheets have you seen on cat burglars who carry weapons? They don't want that kind of trouble. They don't want to get arrested with weapons on them. I'm telling you, listen to me, Rivette, I'm serious.
The other day I was on 34th Street. They had a sale on support hose. Slow down.
Listen, a cat burglar who climbs in and out of a window. He doesn't disturb so much as a saucer. What reason would he have to gun down a 65-year-old man?
You know, Christine, I had them in my hand.
What?
Support hose. I was the next in line at the counter, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Cagney, Lacey, are you on the air?
Yeah, we're here, Petrie.
We got something.
Good police work, huh? Bread and butter. Nitty-gritty work. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
That's right, Victor.
Did you and your husband keep a gun in the apartment?
No.
Was it unusual for him to be here during the day?
I lost him.
hide it in 50 different places, he's still gonna find it.
I unload the thing every night, Hog. I put it different places, and...
Gun's like a magnet to a kid. Doesn't matter where you hide it.
It's not about hide it. I'm a police officer, and I am required to have a gun.
I know. Stupid kid. We'll think of something. We got a problem here. Boys don't know about guns, not really. You see guns on TV everywhere. Boom, boom, hero gets wounded. Next day, he's up and around. They see their own mother carry a gun.
Oh, that's our kids. I told them, from before they could walk, I told them time and time again, it's not a toy. I don't know what else I can do.
There were no external injuries noted, period. The temporal muscles reveal no hemorrhage, period. Sorry, girls. Didn't mean to keep you waiting so long. Oh, it's been a very hectic morning.
It's all right. We called about the Barron case. Harry Barron?
Barron, yes. Harry Barron. A .45 caliber bullet entered the right side, rupturing the spleen and passing through the left lobe of the liver. And after a page and a half of catastrophic internal damage finally lodged against the lumbar spine. A pretty routine gunshot trauma if it weren't for two things.
Want to let us in on it?
I'm sorry. It's not often I get a chance to look into someone's face and see anticipation. There seems to be an incongruity about the pattern of powder traces on the man's right hand. And the preliminary report says Mr. Barron was shot at close range by an assailant. But the powder traces on the victim indicates that he was holding the gun, not simply grappling for it.
You said there were two things.
Bloodstains on the carpet reveal two types of blood.
The shooter was hit.
Either that or he got a very nasty cut shaving.
Lieutenant?
Yeah?
Oh, is that news, sir?
Yeah, I treated myself. No more cold pastrami sandwiches.
They are wonderful. Harv and I got a bunch of brochures. We read them all the time.
Yes, do you know how to turn this thing on?
It's electronic, sir. Oh, it's beautiful. You program it by touching a panel right, I know where it is, right there.
Well, I got the report from motor vehicles. Your canvas didn't turn up any stolen cars. What about emergency rooms and the cabbies?
Well, we don't have any leads yet, Lieutenant, but I know someone must have seen him. Apparently, he lost a lot of blood, so he's going to have to go...
Oh, no, you can't do that, sir, no.
Do what?
Put foil in the microwave, sir. It sparks up. Yeah, you have to take off that wrapper. Put it in without the wrapper. It says so in all the brochures.
Anyway, we got a match on the 45 that is Becky picked out of the trash.
You did?
Oh, no, it'll be
Lieutenant,
perfect,
you
sir.
got a match?
It'll be, sir. It'll take less than a minute.
What?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
You got a match?
Well, last year there was a shipment of 75 guns stolen from the National Guard Armory. What'd you say, 1 minute?
1 minute.
Yes?
And the serial number of the gun that was used in the Barron homicide, well, that identifies itself as one of the stolen guns from the 75.
Wait a minute. Lieutenant, you're not going to turn this over to the Major K squad.
Yeah, well, it may have to go back to the 16th on account of they had the original 61, you see. Detectives Gomez and Locarto, they've been following the gun heist now for about 11 months. What I don't understand here, Lacey,
That
is
isn't right.
why, if the tinfoil is going to spark and burn, why wouldn't it
That
be
isn't right. That we...
Plastic wrap like
Hello?
that
Plastic?
won't work.
Hey, enough about the oven! Excuse me, Lieutenant, but I mean, this is not the first time this has happened with the 16th. Remember the Zemansky extortion case? We did all the legwork. They got the collar.
Will you hold your horses, Cagney? You know, this works two ways. One day they're going to do all the legwork, and you'll get the glory.
Sure. First felony jaywalking collar in history.
You know, sir, that homicide collar really is ours, sir.
First of all, I don't see any collars, all right? What you got to do is get all your facts together, and then get an arrest warrant, and then maybe we'll have something to talk about whose collar it is. Right?
Right, sir. That should ding pretty soon.
Yeah, like you said, in 1 minute, huh?
Did it work?
Oh!
Is that fantastic?
That's
cup, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Enjoy it.
Ah, they put pickles in here. It's hot pickles.
You dropped a sock.
Thanks. You see my running shoes?
Under the bed. Don't forget your dental floss. And your baby oil. Dory, this is really ridiculous.
It's easy this way.
You know, I'm very curious. How are you planning on introducing me?
Well, Christine Cagney, my friend. We are friends. Aren't you my friend?
You know, they're not going to shrivel up and die if they find out we're living together.
Chris, I have my own apartment. I really don't live here.
Well, you could have fooled me. You've been here every night for the last 2 months.
I'm not gonna cause my kids any unnecessary confusion.
What confusion? You've been divorced 5 years.
Chris, it's not that simple. Your role in my life should be carefully explained slowly and in phases.
I feel like I'm being introduced to your parents. Dory, we're not kids.
Yeah, but my kids are.
But it's your problem, not your kids.
Chris, just let me handle this, okay? Let me handle this my way.
Forgot your robe.
A lot of people think because you're looking through the front windshield, you don't know what's going on in the back of your cab. Let me tell you something. I got eyes back here. See,
Yeah.
I can see everything that's going on in the cab.
Could you tell how badly he was hurt, Mr. King?
Well, I tell you, his arm was out of commission because he had to reach over with his other arm to shut the cab door.
Which arm was that?
You see, I pledge allegiance to the... It was his left arm. Because, you know, he was sweating hard, he was breathing heavy, you know? So I says, hey, buddy, you all right, you know? So he says, he gives me this line of garbage. I got knifed in a barroom fight. You should have seen the other guy. That's a lot of baloney, right?
Well, we don't know, Mr. King, but we're going to find out.
Yeah, well, you know, I was right. I knew it then. He was lying. You know, you get a sixth sense after a while. I can tell you, if a guy's sitting in the back of my cab, whether or not he cheats on his wife.
You're kidding.
No, it's square business.
And your trip ticket here, it says you dropped him at Lexington Hospital, 4:38 p.m.
Yeah, I offered to walk him in, you know, get him a wheelchair, and the guy got annoyed. So I figured, hey, what am I, social worker now? I said, you know, let him go.
Lacey,
So do you have a description?
Excuse me.
Yeah, he was about 5'10", 6 feet. Dark
Detective
hair.
Lacey, 14 Spawn.
You know, kind of a hard
Oh,
face.
hi, honey. Yeah.
Not a bad looking guy.
I'm in the middle of something right now. Did you get a chance to talk to him?
Lean, not Bobby De Niro, but, you know, like that, you know what I mean?
De Niro.
Yeah, like...
Lean.
Yeah, like his essence, you know, like his hair was like straight. I mean, if you saw him like far away, you would go, oh, is that?
right back.
Way
You know,
far off.
when you see him close, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then
We
the next day,
agreed,
some
Bob. You let
screwball
his
comes
coach
in his
stew.
cab, and he wants to go to
He comes
Netflix.
directly home from school. He does his homework.
I was
No
cruising
TV,
along
no
that cab.
telephone, no going out, no nothing.
Professional cat burglar should know if he checks into an ER with a gunshot wound, he's going to have to answer some questions.
So where'd he go from here? He could have got another cab, but no other cab came forward.
Either did the transit authority. You think he walked? He's cold, he's wounded.
No, he did not far. There's a bunch of transient hotels a couple blocks between here and the river. Now, say our guy has a record, and say he was paroled into this area.
So we check it out.
My feet are killing me.
You probably should have bought those support hose, Mary Beth.
Oh, that's funny, Christine. You're a laugh a minute.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Oh, 3, 2... Well, it looks like a 1. If you don't reach me, it's a 7. No, Jerry, I said 7th and West 11th. All cat burglars on parole in this area. Yeah, I'll wait. Okay, thanks, Jer. Bye.
Let me guess, the computer's down again.
10 minutes. Modern science, when it works. What, you didn't get sodas?
I only got 2 hands. Let's get some.
You think Vila Marsala is pushing it a little?
The boy is 10, right?
Yeah.
Hamburgers, French fries, glass of milk. He's not gonna taste anything. It's like a steam shovel. And the girl is what?
14.
14.
Probably on a diet. Wants one shrimp and a piece of lettuce, a little cocktail sauce. Isn't anorexia kind of in teenagers today?
Oh, where I came from, anorexia was when you were less than 10 pounds overweight.
There are 2 callers. If Dory pretends he can't find his way to the bathroom, my eyes are gonna cross. You can't believe how nervous he's been.
And you're not.
Do I look nervous? Just because I'm the new woman in their father's life? Thank you.
Thank you.
Just because if they don't like me, maybe he'll decide he doesn't like me either. Why should I be nervous?
Well, you're not making a big deal, Christine. It's only dinner. You'll get to know each other, meet each other. I'm sure it'll be very nice.
I want it to go well, Mary Beth. I really do. I want him to like me. I mean, kids like me, don't they?
Yeah.
Michael? Harvey Jr.?
Oh, Junior has a major crush on you. You're right up there with that mermaid girl. What's her name? Daryl, what's her name? Gee, I'm worried about him.
Oh, Mary Beth, I've never dated them younger than 30.
No.
I write 25 tops.
I'm talking about the gun thing, Christine.
Excuse me, lady. I'm waiting for a call here.
Tough, I'm making a call.
It's official police business.
Yeah, and I'm J. Edgar Hoover. Tell him to hurry up, will you?
Get off the phone.
Why don't you take this?
Watch the mouth, kid. Your hair will turn brown. Kids. They like me. Cagney? Mister, want to get lost? Dean Garvey, are you in there? Open up, Mr. Garvey, it's the police. Freeze! Hold it right there. Come here, come on.
I'll get an ambulance.
It's all right, Mr. Garvey. It's all right, we'll get you help.
Why should I lie, huh? I know the law. Somebody dies during a felony, doesn't matter whose gun it is, it's murder, right? But it wasn't mine. Look, hey, come on. I've been picked up lots of times, okay? But I've never done heavy time. I'm gonna have one good arm, they're gonna send me up to Attica. What chance am I gonna have up there? Why would I carry a gun? I don't like guns.
So whose was it? Mr. Garvey, a judge is going to be looking at all the facts, including your cooperation. Where'd the gun come from?
There were only 2 of us in the apartment. Me and the old man, so you figure it out.
We're here to see Mrs. Barron.
I'm sorry, but she's unavailable.
Well, we called a half hour ago. She was available then. I believe she's expecting us.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm Mrs. Barron's attorney, Stuart Harrigan.
Mr. Harrigan, that's like in that song, right? We have reason to believe that Mr. Barron was shot with an illegally owned handgun, sir.
And?
And if the Barrons owned the gun, then we want to know where it came from.
Do you have a warrant?
Do we need one?
I've advised my client not to speak with you.
Well, fine. Would you rather we hauled her downtown and questioned her?
Fine. Go ahead. Then you can explain to your lieutenant why all that effort was expended just to hear the Fifth Amendment recited.
What do you want, Mr. Harrigan?
Immunity from prosecution and from any and all charges stemming from possession of the weapon. Good day.
The woman loses her husband. She's got a lawyer there advising her about immunity papers. You love that? Oh, God. Samuels is going to be thrilled. He hates immunity papers.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Mary Beth,
I don't know how to get him to take this gun thing seriously.
Take him out on a range. Teach him correct procedure.
No, it's not the answer.
What is? You're a police officer. You gotta keep a gun at home.
I want him to understand about guns. I also want him to never go near one again as long as he lives.
There's nothing wrong with guns, Mary Beth, if you have respect for them and you know how to use them properly.
They have one purpose, to kill people.
That is exactly my point. But you take guns out of the hands of decent people.
And only the crooks will have guns. Yeah, I heard it all before, Christine, and I'm not buying.
Okay. New York happens to have the toughest gun control laws in this country.
I'm not talking about laws. I'm talking about my kid. He's so angry at me, Chrissy. I can see it every time he looks at me. He doesn't understand how come I'm making a big thing. And I have to get through to him because he has to know it's not the movies here. When you're dead, you're dead. You never get up again.
Okay, I talk, you listen. Your mother thinks she can't talk to you. She's very angry and hurt. You did a very stupid thing.
I was just messing around.
Harvey, you mess around with booze, cigarettes, maybe we talk about it. You mess around with guns, we do not discuss it. There is no room for argument here.
Why is she making such a big deal about it?
Your mother is a cop. She knows more about guns than you and I are ever gonna know. She comes home sometimes sick to her stomach because she saw some kid that day with his guts splattered all over the pavement. So then she sees her own kid pointing a gun at someone. What do you expect her to do? Harvey, you're not a kid anymore. You're 14 years old. In a couple of years, you're going to be a man. A gun doesn't make you a man. Being honorable makes you a man. And what you did wasn't honorable. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
Look at me. You understand me?
Dad, I got some homework to do.
What's so funny?
It's the mother's sister. We always went there on holidays, and
You kind of had to be there.
I have sort of a weird family, too. I have an Uncle Willie who, every time he has too many beers, he thinks that his wife is from outer space. I guess you'd have to know my aunt.
I don't see any salt on the table.
Oh, I'll get it.
Thank you.
Where do you keep it, Chris?
With the pepper. In the cupboard over the stove.
Oh.
So, Sherry, what, are you in the 9th grade?
10th.
Yeah. Do you know where you want to go to college yet?
I don't know. Somewhere in the city.
Sherry doesn't want to leave her boyfriend.
Well, I went to Barnard. You might look into that. It's a good school.
What boyfriend?
Oh, he's just a friend, Dad. He goes to Hunter.
Your mother's letting you date, huh?
Sometimes.
How long have you been dating him?
Since the summer. How long have you been seeing my dad?
Well, essentially, a few months.
Do you love him?
I care for him very much.
So what does that mean? Are you going to get married?
Hey, kiddo, your questions are getting kind of personal, huh?
She asked me personal questions.
Dory, why don't you take the first crack at this?
Christine and I are good friends.
So what is that? Another way to say you're living together? Oh, come on. Your clone is in the medicine cabinet.
Not that it's important, but what were you doing in the medicine cabinet?
I was looking for an aspirin.
Yeah, well, honey, next time, why don't you ask?
Why don't you answer my questions?
Look, Sherry, this is not the time. That's not the place.
What happens to us if you get married?
Yeah.
Now listen, both of you. You're the two most important people in my life, and don't ever forget it. Ever. Okay?
I'll get the hamburgers.
So?
The hamburgers were a big hit.
Yeah?
She raised them as vegetarians.
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
I'm telling you, Mary Beth, I had an easier time on the witness stand of the DeLuco trial. Those kids grilled me. And I'm telling you, she's using them to hold on to Dory. She wants him back, and I know it.
How do you know that?
Because everything he's ever told me about her indicates she's a very demanding woman.
Yeah, she wanted them off cocaine and back in the house with her kids.
She doesn't understand him. She never did understand him. It takes a cop to know another cop.
Is that right? Would you remind me to tell that to Harv?
Harvey's different.
Oh, come on, Christine. The kids are basically okay kids, is that right?
Yeah.
So, you have to give her some credit. If the kids aren't screwed up, she can't be all bad. It's not easy being somebody's mother these days.
So I understand. How is Harvey Jr.?
Oh, gee.
Mary Beth, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Nah, it's all right, forget it.
I just don't like being one-upped in an area where I'm one-upped.
Forget it, huh?
It's all right.
Mrs. Barron, we believe that you and your husband owned the gun that was used in the robbery.
There had been burglaries all over the neighborhood. My next-door neighbor was robbed twice in a month. I couldn't sleep at night. I'd hear noises and I'd jump. I thought if we owned a gun, we could protect ourselves. It was my fault. I urged my husband to get a gun.
Who sold you the gun?
We tried to get one legally. My husband applied for a permit, but he was denied. They told us we didn't have a good enough reason to own a gun.
Mrs. Barron, we need to know where you got that gun.
Ruth, you have immunity. Don't worry.
Won't I get this person in trouble?
Mrs. Barron, the person that sold your husband that gun did not do you a service. Now, if he has more guns to sell, we want to stop him.
I was terribly upset the last time they turned us down from the Pistol Bureau. I had opened the mail while the postman was sorting through his mail. He saw how upset I was. He said he could help me. A few days later, he sold me a gun. I bought that gun. I wish to God I had never seen that gun.
It may not be fair, but there's nothing more to say about this. The case originated in the 16th.
So where were Gomez and Lucorda when we put this thing together? We tracked down the postman. We placed him in the same National Guard unit as the stolen guns.
We even got the record to show he was doing his reserve duty the same week the guns were stolen, sir.
We deserve the collar.
Yeah, maybe you do, but the collar is going to the 16th. However, I did put in a phone call, and Locerto and Gomez have agreed to allow you two to assist.
Isn't that great?
Isn't that great? Look, you want to see this thing through or not? Because if you do, you got to make a decision right now, because they are rolling right away.
Yes, sir. Right away.
Assist. Let him assist this.
Adrenaline. I remember what it used to feel like.
Petrie, 14.
Yep, Cagney?
Not now, Petrie.
She says it's an emergency. It's a Mrs. McKenna. Line 2.
Thank you, Petrie. This is Christine Cagney. This is Christine Cagney. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm kind of a rush now. What can I do for you? What's wrong? Is she gonna be all right? Did you call the precinct? Yeah, look, let me see if I can track him down for you. What hospital are you at? All right, you're very welcome. What? Dory's kid's in the hospital. She's got acute appendicitis and they can't find him.
Oh, Lord. Do you know where he is?
No, but I can track him down. I know some of these street people.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go and get the lieutenant to clear it.
Well, I got a job, too.
What is assisting an arrest, Christine? This is family here. Dory is family. All right, so you eat little crow. Would you go ahead and go?
Yeah.
Petrie. Victor?
Thought you'd never ask.
Miss McKenna?
Yes.
I'm Chris Cagney.
Hello.
How's Sherry?
She's in recovery. Everything went fine.
I got a hold of Dory. He's on his way.
Thank you very much. I must have sounded like I was coming unglued on the phone. I really panicked. I'm used to colds and fever and chicken pox. This threw me. We've been up most of the night.
You have nice children.
You told me all about your making dinner for them. That was nice.
Sorry, I didn't know that they don't eat meat.
Oh, well, that changes from moment to moment. Depends upon what the best friends are doing at the time. Hope Sherry wasn't too hard on you. Have to forgive him. Divorce has been hard on him. It's real hard for the kids to realize that it's the right thing in the long run.
You know, it's real important to Dory that they know that he loves them no matter what.
Yeah, well, he's making time for him now. Dory's come a long way. You've been good for him.
Well, I'd like to take the credit, Mrs. McKenna, but I think Dory worked very hard to get where he is.
Well, take some of the credit, Chris. Somehow you were there for him. And I appreciate it.
Radiology, please call 356. Radiology, please call 356.
She's all right.
What happened?
She woke up in the middle of the night with terrible pain. I brought her here. They diagnosed it right away as appendicitis.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Chris, you didn't have to come.
Well, I wanted to be sure that she was all right.
Mrs. McKenna.
Yes.
Sherry's been moved into her room. You and your family can go in and see her now.
Wake up, love.
Chris, thank you.
Sure. Go see your daughter.
Say hello. Hi.
Hi.
Come on, Slugger.
Gomez and Lacorto had the entire block cordoned off. Attack team is in position. Snipers, canisters, shotguns, bulletproof vests. I mean, we are talking D-Day here, right?
Right.
We are all ready to rush. Lacorto gets on the bullhorn, orders the guy out. The door opens a crack. So we all know this is it. 5'3", skinny and shaking like a leaf. And you won't believe the kicker.
What?
Right? Some arms dealer, huh? No guns in the house.
Oh, no.
He's got him in some abandoned garage. He's worried that his kids might get a hold of him.
That's great.
You believe that?
That's great.
Oh, Sherry's okay. They did an appendectomy on her.
Dory's wife, did you meet her?
Well, I don't want to talk about it. Besides, it's time to go home. It's complicated.
Okay, that's it. Conference time, come on. Well, I guess there's no reason why we couldn't talk about it right here.
She's a very nice lady.
Mrs. McKenna.
Very.
Well, you can say one thing for Dory. He's got good taste in women.
That's family there, Mary Beth.
So is there something that says you can't be a part of it?
I can't be a mother to those children. I shouldn't be. They have a mother. A very good one, I think.
So don't be their mother. Be their friend.
Want to go to Muldoon's? I'll buy. We could have a drink.
I can't. I want to. Can we do it tomorrow? Because I have a date.
You got a date?
Yeah, good looking, huh? Punctual, too.
Hiya, handsome.
I don't get no kisses anymore. Thank you.
So where are you guys going?
Out. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
"15-year-old black male, approximately 60 inches in height and 113 pounds, period. The bullet entered the left middle thorax between the 9th and 10th ribs, comma, both of which are fractured with numerous fragments lodged in the surrounding muscle tissue, period. The entrance wound is approximately 2 centimeters in its maximal, period. The bullet traveled downward at a 45-degree angle, comma, rupturing the spleen and left kidney, comma, tearing the abdominal aorta and bruising the ascending colon and right kidney, period. There is extensive hemorrhage within the thorax and abdominal cavity, period. There is no exit wound, period. Musculoskeletal system, colon. The bony framework is well developed and well retained, semicolon. No evidence of fracture, comma. The bullet is lodged in the right iliac crest, which also displays multiple fracture lines, period.
Lacey, any rookie knows how to seal an evidence bag. You can consider this an official oral reprimand.
I sealed the envelope, Christine. Then it came open by accident. Dory's a good cop. He knows what it means to tamper with evidence.
He helped Dory get off dope.
Yeah.
What was he doing in a shooting gallery with half a gram of cocaine? He's hooked. Still, you can see it when you look at him. And you too, Christine. You're hooked on Dory McKenna, same as he is on drugs.
I know you want to ask me.
What?
Ask me about Driscoll. Ask me if I did it.
You don't know nothing. Let me help you out. You get yourself another partner, baby.
Chris? What are you doing?
Nothing. Just go back to sleep.
Tell me what it is. Maybe I can help you find it.
My jacket seems to have disappeared.
Well, you see, that's the trouble with you neat freaks. You can't remember where you put things. The jacket's in your closet.
Oh, yeah? The only thing in my closet is a bunch of very ugly shirts, Dory, none of them in my size. That was after I tripped over your barbell.
You're right, I am a slob. I am. But I'm a slob. I was crazy about you.
Dory! Dory, stop it.
I'll clean up later.
I've got to
I
go to
will
work.
clean up later, I promise.
I have to go to work. You have to let me go.
Be honest. You think I'm crowding you?
No. Just I don't know whose apartment this is sometimes. But I do love having you here. Dory, I have got to go. I have to meet Mary Beth at 6:30. You gotta let me go. Come on. Let me go. Please.
Listen, what do we think about changing all this, huh?
This?
Yeah. The whole thing here.
If I sounded like I wanted out, I don't.
No. Me neither. I was talking about making things more permanent. I mean, since I am here most of the time anyway.
You mean moving in together?
Well, a lot of people do it. Some even like it.
Well, I think about it. I do.
Yeah, but
more with you than anybody.
You're not ready yet, right?
Do you hate me?
What do you think, huh?
And this doctor has more good news. Back injuries are very unpredictable, he says. So he wants Harv to move as little as possible. You know what that means?
I'm sorry, what?
He can't get out of bed.
For how long?
Till the muscle spasms stop. Doctor couldn't say how long that would be. $100 he charged for that.
So can't Harvey's mother help out?
Muriel's in the Bahamas, remember? She won that cruise playing bingo.
Oh, yeah. So who's nursing the patient?
Cass.
Okay, everybody heads up. They're on their way.
Finally, let's go.
I'm cool, but it's my friend.
That's all. Turn around. Don't make me do nothing crazy. Turn around.
What happened to you?
There's a Viking in there.
Oh, come on, get going, come on.
Get your hands up there and spread your legs. You know how to do this. Come on. Oh, back up, back up, back up, back up. Oh, what do we got here? What do you call this here, huh? Dope, I call it. You have the right to remain silent. Give me a hand. You give up the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney and have an attorney present during questioning. If you so desire and cannot afford one, an attorney will be appointed for you, free of charge.
Of course I know who he is. Possession, 1 count cocaine. Dory is crazy down here. No, I don't think you should come down. Well, because I thought you'd like to know.
You called Dory about the Driscoll thing.
It was a private conversation, Meredith.
Why are we talking about my collar?
Driscoll was Dory sponsoring the detox program. I met him last fall at a softball game.
He helped Dory get off dope.
Yeah.
What was he doing in a shooting gallery with half a gram of cocaine?
I don't know. Neither does Dory.
Well, I wish you hadn't called him, Chris. I mean, he can't do anything about it, and it makes you personally involved.
Driscoll has been like a brother to Dory. That's how he talks about him. I thought he'd like to know.
Even so, proceed.
Excuse me, ladies. You fill out these reports?
Yeah, why?
I don't understand Chinese. You want to translate them for me?
It's not Chinese, Coleman. That's English.
Hey, you know what the doctor called this?
A scratch? Sorry. A superficial knife wound?
Intramuscular laceration.
Bail bondsman provides a legitimate service.
You leave your card on winos.
Well, I'm entitled to advertise.
And corpses.
So, every once in a while, take a long shot.
We made the raid 2 hours ago. How many of you hooked so far?
I am arranging bail for 11 of you detainees.
Lieutenant, we're running out of holding space here.
Well, tell it to the taxpayers, Coleman.
I'm just trying to speed up the process.
Excuse me, do you have a quarter? My old lady keeps hanging up on me.
Ask him, will you? He makes more money than I do.
Please, keep your hand. Billy, I got a bail bondsman here.
Very good. Okay.
downstairs.
Mary Beth?
Yeah. Pleasure.
Oh.
Mary Beth? Yeah. I think calling him was a bad idea.
Just let it go, Mary Beth. You got a minute? That Coke wasn't his. Jimmy was trying to sponsor some guy for the program.
Oh.
Yeah, well, who knows? He called himself Kevin Smith. When Jimmy heard, he went back on speedballs. He went to the gallery to get him out. When you moved in, Kevin got away.
So it's all a big mistake? Dory, come on. How many perps have you collared who say exactly the same thing?
They weren't Jimmy Driscoll.
Dory, look, I know what he means to you. And I know he got you through a really rough time.
He saved my life. You think he's gonna lie to me about something like this?
I don't know. Anyway, it's up to a judge now.
Yeah, sure. Jimmy's an ex-user, a persistent felon candidate. The judge is gonna listen real hard and then throw the key away.
Dory, I don't know what you want from me.
It's less than half a gram. 2-bit possession charge. Kinda gets lost in the shuffle every day.
I have work to do.
Hey, Chris.
I'll talk to you later.
Mary Beth, there is something floating in here.
It's probably a little piece of shell. Just spoon it out, Bob.
My mother's soft-boiled eggs never had shells in them.
Of course not.
And they weren't runny either. She used to break up the toast in them for me.
Bob, you hurt your back, not your hands. You can break up toast.
Wouldn't be the same.
Mom, look what Harry Jr. did.
I did not. Michael, those are school clothes.
It wasn't my fault.
Liar. You wouldn't give me the syrup. Don't you call your brother a liar. You get in the bathroom if you're gonna be late for school.
You have to fight in here.
Wasn't fighting, he was.
Mary Beth, I need a pain pill.
Honey, you get another one in an hour and 26 minutes.
Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding.
Somehow, Harv, I'm not in the mood to kid.
These your initials, Lacey?
Yes, sir.
You got something you want to say?
Who was on duty in the evidence room, sir?
Manelli. And he says it came to him just like that.
No, I could have sworn it was secured, sir.
Yeah, well, it's not secure now. The seal is broken. The chain of evidence is broken, and the case is right out the window, and Driscoll James D. walks. Damn it, Lacey, any rookie knows how to seal an evidence bag.
Lieutenant, it was a zoo out there yesterday.
Yes, I know that, and this Driscoll case is just a rinky-dink possession, but that is no excuse. What was the purpose of this raid, Detective Lacey?
To apprehend suspects, sir. To obtain information on dealers, sir.
Right. But we can't obtain information from people we can't keep. Can we, Detective Lacey?
No, sir.
Detective Lacey, you can consider this an official oral reprimand.
Yes, sir.
Mary Beth.
Hey, you know the old wing kept me up all night? Hey, you didn't hear what went down, did you? Hey, after I got in the door, there must have been about, I figured, 20 of them. I think they had some kind of paramilitary thing going on. They were all trained like soldiers. Of course, at the beginning, I was kind of tense, you know, but
Victor, I
towards
don't
the
have time to hear about a Clint Eastwood movie.
You really think this will make a good Clint Eastwood movie?
Victor, enough, okay?
Sure.
Christine? Oh, hi. We got a card from LaGuardia. He just left Rome and is on his way to Calabria.
It's nice.
You want to have lunch or something?
No. I just went down the evidence locker. Dory was there yesterday. His name's on the sign-up sheet. So he had business there. Boy, that's a big coincidence, huh? I mean, one day Dory's in the evidence room, and next day his friend's case is thrown out.
Well, Mary Beth, he could have had a million reasons for being in that room. He plays racquetball with Manelli.
I sealed the envelope, Christine.
Then it came open by accident. Dory's a good cop. He knows what it means to tamper with evidence.
Does he? Like he knew what it meant to be a responsible backup to me? Or he knew what it meant to bring dope into my home? Harv never forgave him, never!
Is that what all this is about? Huh? Something that happened 2 years ago?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm real bored with it. Dory kicked the habit. He has apologized.
Right.
Now, I don't know what else he has to do to please you and old Harv. The news is good, Mary Beth. You don't ever have to invite Dory or me to your home for dinner ever again. Isn't that great?
Shut up.
Listen, I'll meet you at Haggerty's tomorrow for breakfast. You got it. I'm glad it worked out, Jimmy.
News travels fast.
Jimmy left a message on my machine. A lot of knots.
Yeah. I know, it's not one of my 10 best days.
Want to talk about it?
No, not really. I ran into Frank Manelli. He said you came by to see him when he was on duty yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Needed some lab reports. Is that what's bothering you? Jimmy?
Yeah, it bothers me.
Well, it shouldn't. He was clean.
We'll never know for sure.
You hear yourself? You hear yourself? That's why Jimmy never had a chance against the system. Doesn't care that he's recovering from a disease. It doesn't care that he's been busted by mistake. Just throw the junkie back in prison with the rest of the garbage, and then you wonder why he starts using again.
Well, you're not really being very objective.
Objective? You want me to be objective? The man spent more nights up with me than I want to remember. I screamed at him. I hit him. And still he stayed with me. He wouldn't give up on me. And he wouldn't let me give up on myself. Jimmy's done that for lots of people. Still, the justice system would have sent him to hell anyway. Still, that's where you gotta break. Just believe me, baby. This is the best way it could have happened.
Honey, I'm sorry the remote on the TV isn't working. Then you have to watch soap operas until Hoff Jr. gets back from school. Yeah, tomato soup in the thermos. Yes, made with milk. No, Hoff. I don't know what it's like to spend an entire week in bed, but I certainly like to find out. Goodbye. Hiya.
Hiya.
Good morning, ladies. I took this message for you about a half an hour ago. Seen that caller you made in the raid 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Guy couldn't make bail, he took him to Rikers.
Thanks, Coleman.
No problem.
Ernie Cade wants to make a deal.
I know why you rousted us. It's not the little guy like me that you're interested in, is it? You just want us to tell you who the sources are. Am I right?
Yeah, but so far all you've done is tap dance and scratch.
It's coke, Bugs. I used to freebase. Not anymore.
You know what I think, Ernie? I think you're playing games.
Well, now you haven't told me what you can do for me. You know, I'm facing a lot of time in here.
If your information checks out, then we talk about a deal.
Hey, I think I got a right to know.
Hey, take it or leave it.
Okay. They got a system for getting the stuff into the city. I know something about their drops.
What?
They move them around. It's a different place every week, you know? Movable drops.
That's it? Great. Thanks for wasting our time, Ernie. We just love driving out here for no reason at all.
No, wait. That's not all I can tell you.
No,
There's more.
forget it! You've been dancing us around here.
No, I swear I'm not. I swear on my mother's grave. Please, come back, please. I know a distributor. He's sort of a middleman. He gets the stuff from the big man, and then he takes it and sells it all over town. He's black. He's a classy guy. Smooth talker.
You want to just give us the name, Ernie?
I think his real name is Driscoll.
We'll be in touch.
Okay.
So then he says to me, hey, man, I want to talk to you. So he says to me, man, now mind you, he had about 2 feet of white powder on his lip. He says, man, I swear I was just eating a sugar donut, sure enough. Funny, huh? Man, it was pathetic. Because it's us, you and me. You know something, son? It's harder for a cokehead to quit than any other kind of junkie. But then I guess you know that already.
Today. Man, I was sure I was gonna give in.
You can do that if you want to. I mean, you want to snort your brains out the rest of your life. Or you can trust me. And the rest of the group. Because we'll always be right here. We're your family now.
nervous.
Oh, it's all right. It's gonna be all right, you hear? It's gonna be all right. Now, you go on home and get some sleep. And I'll call you the first thing in the morning. Well, hi. You looking for Dory? Or are you looking for me?
Dory.
Well, he left right after the meeting about 30 minutes ago.
Thanks.
Hey, wait a minute. You know, we have never really talked. Unless you count the other day when you both were reading me my rights.
I don't think we have much to talk about.
I mean, you don't take no bull, do you? And you got Dory's number, and you're not afraid to fight. Well, I'm like that, too.
You do this a lot?
Well, as much as I can. You see, well, I was a hardcore user. Look, why don't you come on in? But one day, I lucked out. And I got this program instead of prison. And now, I'm just trying to give a little of it back. Sometimes, well, it's not that easy. Some of these people who are here at this meeting tonight, they'll be using it again in 6 months. But every once in a while, somebody like Dory will walk through, and it will stick, don't you know? And it makes the whole thing worthwhile.
So you have a lot of people come through here?
Mm-hmm.
No username. Ernie Cade?
Ernie Cade? Of course. Oh, Ernie. He's my lost cause. Every week he tells me he's gonna kick the habit. Say, you're not really looking for Ernie, are you? I mean, he's not a bad guy. A little crazy, but he's not bad.
Yeah, maybe not. Thanks.
Well, you take care now, here.
No, just put down the phone in the kitchen and go. No, don't hang up, Michael. Just a second. Why did you tell me you were going to court this morning? Michael, tell Daddy I'll call him right back. No, I don't want to hang up.
B. Culver, the purse snatch I collared when I was off duty.
Michael, Daddy didn't mean to say that word. No, Michael, you know that he's not been feeling well. Just a minute. I think we should talk to the lieutenant about what we got from Ernie Cade.
What'd we get? Not enough for a warrant. He'd left us right out of his office.
Michael, tell Daddy I'll call him right back, okay? You can't ignore a lead, Christine.
What lead, Mary Beth? Ernie Cade's one of the biggest con artists in the world. He's famous for phony tips.
Well, it's the only thing we have.
I'm late for court, so I don't have time to argue with you.
I'll talk to the lieutenant myself.
When I get back.
You won't be back the whole day.
This is not your case. It is our case. We have nothing concrete, so sit on it till I get back.
Lacey, yes. Harv, sit on it. Your heating pad, honey.
Yeah, about 30 of them. Heavily armed, combat trained.
And you, Victor Becky, single-handedly took him out, right?
Yeah. Hey, you think Robert Redford would do a TV series about a Polish cop? I don't know.
Sergeant?
Yeah.
Did you get something from me?
Yeah. Hey, Lacey, I never showed you.
Yeah. Driscoll did make bail before his case was dropped. I remember the guy who posted it for him when his name popped up on the computer. Here it is. McGinnis, Joseph T. Funny kind of a guy, you know? Didn't smile or nothing. Saw a Union trucker's card in his wallet.
Would you do one more favor for me, please?
Like what?
McGinnis, Joseph T. Where does he live or work?
You know, sergeants are very busy people.
I know. I'll return the favor.
Can you keep his Becky out of here?
Kind of a jerk lately, huh? You don't have to say it. I have been.
Well, you're sick.
No excuse. I'm gonna do better. I promise.
Night, baby.
Good night.
Sleep well. You want to see it?
No. Mary Beth, you know what I'd really like? A cup of cocoa with the little marshmallows on top. We got the little marshmallows.
What if I get you the big marshmallows and the scissors?
Christine said she needed a ride this morning.
Yeah, she overslept. She's in the shower. Well, come in, Mary Beth. Relax. We ought to be able to get through 5 minutes together.
You don't seem very relaxed yourself.
Look, I know you don't like me.
I don't think this is the time or the
You and
place.
Harv don't like me, and I don't think you ever will, but that doesn't give you the right to run Chris's life.
You have no right to say that that's
Yeah,
what I'm doing.
What are you pushing this thing with Jimmy for? Because I trust him, and you don't trust me, and you don't want Chris to trust me? Maybe you think I'm still using, huh?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I guess Chris didn't tell you that she saw, Jimmy the other night, huh? Yeah, that's right. She's not as self-righteous as you are. She doesn't assume that he's lying just because the man was on drugs once.
Hi, Mary Beth. I'm sorry I'm late. I'll see you in the car. Unprofessional. It's unprofessional. Talking to a suspect without telling me.
Driscoll is not a suspect.
Because you don't want him to be, because you don't listen.
Because you don't know what you're talking about.
Lacey, got that information on the Driscoll case? McGinnis is a truck driver. The union says he works on the island, Bellport, freight company called Pierce Transport. You owe me.
Thank you. This could link Driscoll to the movable drop show guy Cade told us about. I don't know what I'm talking about. What the hell do you think you're doing? I'm doing my job.
Your job? Kate is our case. It isn't your case.
But it's okay if you talk to Driscoll without telling me.
I went to see Dory. That was not on purpose.
I don't know you anymore, Christine. I followed up on Cade because I knew you wouldn't. Because you see, Dory McKenna, and you come up with some more excuses.
Get off saying that. If Jim Driscoll is dealing drugs, Dory is not involved in it.
Dory's on the edge. Man I saw this morning could very well have tampered with evidence. And I think he did.
Because you want to think so. What is it, are you jealous? Is that it? I get something for myself that is outside this job, and you can't handle it.
You're not even making sense.
Dory is not a perfect person, Mary Beth. He is not the great Harvey Lacey, and who'd want it? I'm so sick of hearing about St. Harvey and your hallowed home. Well, I know Dory, and he wouldn't lie to me.
He's lying to you. He's lying to himself. He's still sick.
He hasn't been on coke in over a year, and you know it.
In his head. He's hooked still. You can see it when you look at him.
What the hell do you know about it?
And you too, Christine. You're hooked on Dory McKenna, same as he is on drugs. Only you can't see it.
I don't have to talk to you.
Yes, you do. For God's sake, hey, you watch it. Would you listen to the truth here for once?
Don't push. Get your hands off of me.
This man could be guilty of a serious crime. And you're willing to throw away your career and mine to protect him. You're hurting a lot of people, Christine, and it's wrong, and you know it.
Fine, Mary Beth. Fine, you know everything. You know the whole truth now. You don't know nothing. So let me fix it for you. Let me help you out. You get yourself another partner, baby.
Well, I've been on some dead stakeouts. This one's a cemetery.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah. Something about, truck driver, bailing Jimmy out.
Mm-hmm. He works for a freight company. We got a tip about movable drops. Truck drivers can do that.
Of course, that makes him a dealer, right? You ever hear a coincidence?
There are too many of them, Dory. Look at me!
talk.
You know, Jimmy's uncle owns a freight company. He's a nice guy. He'd bail Jimmy out. He probably sent down one of his drivers.
Or the uncle's involved.
Oh, God, don't you ever quit!
That is my job. I'm not supposed to quit.
Okay. Why don't you check out the freight company? Hmm? You'll probably find out you're wasting your time, you know.
Yeah, maybe so. Dory, don't talk to Driscoll. Do you understand me?
Thanks for your vote of trust. I'll do the same for you sometime.
Oh, come on. Where's Cagney? I want to talk to both of you together.
She's not back from lunch yet, sir.
You know, you and Cagney weren't exactly quiet this morning. Matter of fact, I think they might have heard you up in the Bronx.
I'm sorry, sir.
No, don't be sorry. Everybody knows partner's supposed to slug it out sometimes. So, straighten it out?
I don't think so, no, sir.
We'll talk about, reassignment?
I don't know, sir.
Maybe something temporary? Want to talk about it at all?
I do, sir, very much. But not without Cagney.
You know, I guess I could play marriage counselor here. I could say all the things that I'm supposed to say about partnership. I could tell you to give a little if you can, because she would too. But the truth is, Lacey, I trust your judgment. And Cagney's. So, whenever you want to talk, I'm here.
I appreciate it, Lieutenant. Should I shut the door?
Yeah, please.
He wanted to talk to both of us together.
I'm ready now.
Okay. We could check out the freight company ourselves. And if there's anything there, then we could bring the lieutenant into it.
We could do that.
Coleman remembers McGinnis. He could give us a solid description.
You know, I don't know which way to go. I mean, Wamba made big bucks off novels. Maybe I should go that way, you know? I mean, I could start with the raid, then add a lot of sex, and then how I feel about standing alone between New York and the creeps out to destroy it. Yeah. Then they'll make a miniseries out of it, huh?
Looks like everybody's gone home.
Yeah, it's late. We could give a couple hours, you know. Save ourselves a trip later.
Whatever you say.
That could be McGinnis, huh? What are you saying?
It's not a drop when he leave it here in the middle of nowhere, it's full. It's locked. We're gonna need a warrant. Unless somebody shows up with the key.
Christine, if you want to get a warrant, say so.
I said we'd stay.
I don't want to be right about Dory. It's not important that I be right about Dory. It's important that I be able to talk to you. I talk to you.
Sounds like you're going to anyway.
I'm feeling ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed I shoved in the ladies' room. I'm ashamed I went behind your back to talk to Sergeant Coleman. And I'm ashamed I said it was Harvey that never forgave Dory. Because it was me. I was holding on to bad feelings. I acted small about it. And I owe you an apology. I'm sorry. Can I say two more things? I got a routine on evidence. Make sure I do everything. But that day we brought in Driscoll, what'd I have? I had half a dozen, 9, 10 envelopes. Maybe I didn't stick it down right. Maybe Manelli screwed up. Maybe the thing fell off a shelf. Who knows? Maybe Martians came down from the moon. Blew the thing open. Point is, I don't know. And Dory said to you he didn't do anything, and you believe him. So do I. Last thing, okay? If you wanna go on still, working together, which I hope you do, you have to keep your mouth off my family.
You keep your mouth off mine.
Deal.
Deal.
Jeez, I'm starving.
I am too, actually.
Want to order out for a pizza?
Where?
Let's see what's in the glove compartment.
Let's do it.
Police, hold it right there. Put the bag down, put your hands up. Put it down, Driscoll. You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak with an attorney and have an attorney present during questioning. If you so desire and cannot afford one, an attorney will be appointed for you without charge before questioning.
We got him at a drop. Driscoll's the distributor.
Everything easy. Everything he said. The whole rap. It was all a lie. What he did for me. Nothing. Nothing. It's to keep me from going back now, too.
Does you, Dory?
I can't trust me.
Why not?
Come on, Christine. You don't even trust me. You say you love me, but you don't trust me.
I do.
Ask me. I know you want to ask me.
What?
Ask me about Driscoll. Ask me if I did it. I didn't, Christine. I didn't. I know how it looks. I swear to God. I did not fix the evidence. You don't believe me?
I do. I do believe you, Dory. I do.
I don't know any goons. I don't know anybody who knows any goons.
Well, I hope that you know somebody who knows somebody who knows these goons.
Seeing as how I would not like to be deprived of the use of my life, I now must plead ignorance to all such matters.
Lacey, you watch, Cagney, you play. Cagney, wouldn't hurt if you won.
Can you explain to me about the 0 and the 00? Oh, no kidding. I win again, huh? Oh, this must be my lucky night.
She's new in town, right? From East Podunk. An artist, yeah?
Yeah.
So she's coming home to a rundown tenement in Tribeca, naturally.
Naturally? What do you mean by naturally? And it's not a tenement. It's a loft.
Yeah, it's a loft.
Victor, I said naturally because Tribeca is the location for the Strangler case we're working on.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Go on.
Thank you. So anyway, he follows her home, forces his way inside, and tries to strangle her.
He doesn't, see? She's too tough.
Victor, why don't you tell the story?
No. Okay.
Will somebody please tell the story here? The suspense is killing me.
All right. He tries to strangle her, but she fights him off. She throws turpentine in his face.
Oh, the old turp on the perp routine. I know it well.
Isn't funny, Coleman.
At any rate, we've now got a witness on the strangler.
You see, Jennifer's the one who fought the guy off.
Jennifer? What happened to Bonbon?
I gotta go.
What about the paperwork?
I'll do it tomorrow.
Hey, what's with the toolbox?
He's installing a deadbolt lock in Jennifer's loft.
Victor?
What do you think, the third guy we saw? The fat one with 3 days growth? Yeah. Maybe a statement will fly, huh? Yeah. If we get a morning court date and manage to keep him out of the bars. Mary Beth, listen, can you kind of step on it here? Oh, what's the matter? Well, I've got ballet tickets, 5th row center. Well, I'm done as fast as I can. Why don't we do lights and sirens? You're not serious, are you? Well, then step on the horn here and cut off a couple of cabs. I gotta tell you, Mary Beth, you're the world's slowest driver. We'll get there. Don't worry. Well, it's 4:30. I gotta put this thing together by 7 o'clock. Well, you won't face? 5 minutes, of course. Oh, Please, you don't know. Uh-oh. So much for Swan Lake. Do you know what could have set her off?
She asked me to copy some papers for her, so I did, and when I got back there, she was.
She been having personal problems, illness, death in the family?
No, nothing like that.
What about financial difficulties?
You kidding? She's a vice president.
What else?
Look, we've got to talk to her, so the more we know, the better. How old is she? Does she have a husband?
42. Her husband's a stockbroker. Handsome,
People?
nice.
Police?
Name's Arthur. They seem real happy.
Kids?
2. I just don't understand it. Why would a woman who has everything want to jump off a building?
You want to back up everybody, please.
Give us
Just
a break,
back
will you?
away.
Give us some room.
You want to take a shot at it? I'll call emergency service.
No lights, no sirens.
I know. Mary Beth.
Mary? Mary? Mary Cole, I'm Mary Lacey. I'm police detective. Could I sit here? I always hated that two Marys. When I was in 5th grade, my teacher, Miss Andrews, she used to call Mary Calzone Mary #1. Guess who was Mary #2? Anyway, so, I'm a cop now, and there's not a lot of us call Mary in the police department, I'll tell you that. Do you ever get that problem? You know, when you're feeling kind of lost in the sauce, maybe? Back and forth. Back and forth. So I say, can I sit down? And I look down, 20 stories, Harv. Me and my mouse, the only thing between her and the street. So I start to tell her about Miss Andrews. She called Mary Calzone Mary #1, and I was Mary #2.
Hey, Mary Beth, what happened?
What happened? I don't know. One minute she's standing there, and the next minute I put out my hand, and she grabs on, and then we're in the room. And, oh, she's crying, Harv, and I'm telling her everything's gonna be okay. And it's better already, right? Oh, I'll tell you, Harv. And then I look back out the window. We were so high, Harv. We were so close. I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh. Sink needs a new washer.
That's all you gotta say?
Christine called me. She told me the whole story.
Very funny, Harv.
She sent over champagne. It's in the fridge. You are terrific. You are fantastic. And what you did was great.
Isn't she
Oh,
sweet?
yes, yes. Let's drink some champagne. Come on. Who you calling?
Information for the hospital. She's there for observation.
Oh, you're a social worker now, huh?
Honey.
Hey, what you did was really wonderful. I mean it. But you're not on city time anymore. You're on my time. We're going out to dinner, and we're going to celebrate just like you said.
You never heard that old Chinese proverb? If you save somebody's life, you're responsible for them forever.
I got a hot flash for you. You're not Chinese. And we're going to Luigi's.
For pizza? I said fancy.
We'll get anchovies.
I'm late. Christine, the champagne was perfect. We had the best time. I have the worst heartburn. So what's the daily activity report hold for us?
Not much.
How many drugs they round up last night?
Nothing.
Let me see. Let me see it. Escapee from Bellevue, female Caucasian, age 42, committed for attempted suicide. Mary Cole.
Sorry. Mary Beth, you can't take this personally. Maybe the woman has problems nobody can solve.
I hate it. She doesn't compute, Christine. Who tries to commit suicide when they just had their hair done?
I don't rich people. Anyway, we gotta be in court in 20 minutes.
We'll make it.
Only if I drive.
I think we should follow up on her.
Mary Beth, what can we do? There's no crime involved here. Just leave her alone.
Oh, human robot cops. Case is closed. Turn off the juice.
What do you want?
I want to know what's wrong with her.
Well, could we do it after court? It's now 18 minutes.
I bet you $2 they continue it again.
You're on.
Thank you very much.
I hate it when you're right. Why didn't you turn up 8?
Well, it's a nice day. I thought maybe we'd take a little drive.
Where?
No place special. We happen to be in the neighborhood by Mary Cole's apartment.
Would you happen to have memorized off this morning's activity report?
I happen to have a very good memory.
Well, could you at least drive a little faster?
I am terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I'm unable to be of any help. The lady of the house left before I came to work here.
Left, miss?
Yes. She and her husband are, how do you say, separated.
Where did she go?
I do not know. Monsieur Cole does not confide in me.
Well, may we speak with Mr. Cole?
He's out for the day. Perhaps you would leave your card.
Mrs. Cole. She calls or something, right? I mean, she must see the kids.
No, as far as I know, she does not speak with the children.
What about mail? Where do you send the mail?
It is not memorized, madame.
Could you try to be a little helpful here?
S'il vous plaît, mademoiselle.
Ah, vous parlez français.
Un petit peu.
Bon, j'ai reçu une lettre aujourd'hui.
Big shot.
C'est pour madame. J'allais la faire suivre à cette adresse.
Ah, merci mille fois.
Oh, no, that can't be right.
Vice president of a company doing in a dump like this?
This is a very confusing woman. Mrs. Cole? Mary? It's Mary Lacey. Christine? Look here. She must have a habit.
Maybe blackmail.
No, dope makes more sense because the husband can't handle it, he throws her out.
Okay, so who trashed her place?
Say she's selling as well. And all the profits go in her arm or up her nose, her supplier gets mad.
So she disappears to hide out from them?
Or to kill herself.
Now, see, if it's blackmail, she could be hiding out to protect the children.
So she tried to commit suicide because she couldn't face the truth anymore. But what would a blackmailer have on her?
She is an accountant. Accountants embezzle.
Not bad.
I liked it.
Hey, you're making me dizzy, both of you. Why are you complicating things? Look, the woman moves from a mansion down to a rat hole on the Lower East Side, and then the place gets thoroughly ransacked, right?
Yes, sir.
So who had the address of this dump?
Nobody at her place of work knew.
Yeah, but her husband knows, right? You're looking at a possible domestic violence. My money, you go talk to the husband.
Yes, sir.
It's all set up. They're bringing them into the lineup room now.
I'm ready.
You sure?
This is big time for a girl from Charlottesville, Virginia.
Okay, let's get it over with then.
I'll be all right. Honest.
Hormones.
Ah, looks like love to me.
Comes to us, Becky, you bet on the hormones.
She's an addict, all right. My wife is a compulsive gambler. We owe the bank $40,000. And she's in debt to bookies and loan sharks for God knows how much. The last time I heard, it was $47,000. I wish I knew how to handle it. I've been to gambling therapy groups, but Mary wouldn't go. She would never admit she had a problem. Not even when the bank threatened to foreclose on our house. I took away her credit cards. I transferred assets into my name. I tried everything.
I'm sorry, sir. You said that you asked your wife to leave.
It was more that I wouldn't take her back unless she agreed to therapy. One of the counselors told me the only chance she had to get better was to admit that she had a problem. And for that to happen, she would probably have to hit bottom. I hoped that kicking her out would scare her into quitting. She stole the kids' college fund and blew it at the crap table. The last few months, we haven't even talked.
Loan sharking. It's the world's second oldest profession. Simple business transaction. You need money, they loan money.
For a price.
Bargain, only 6% per day. Borrow $1,000 in 8 days, you owe $1.50, and then you borrow money to pay interest on the money, and so forth.
No, so how do they ever get out of the hole, then?
Fear, surprisingly strong motivator. See, loan sharks are backed by a group of investors that, how shall I put this? Not exactly known for their patience and forbearance. If you're late, they make you a friendly visit once, tops twice. After that, they show you the bottom of the East River, permanently.
So, can you give us a list of some known sharks?
I can give you a list of 350 known sharks, another 500 part-timers. You want to run them down?
Yeah, but I mean, I'd like to narrow it to the kind that handle $47,000 in action.
They put those off on somebody bigger who puts those off on somebody else and so on. It's like subcontracting a job.
Oh, please, Al, we need some expertise here.
Expertise? Excuse me. The Ma and Pa grocery store down the street. That could be a loan shark. The dry cleaners on the corner, a loan shark. Kindly Grandpa at the candy store, another loan shark. Might as well pick the telephone directory. Any page.
Thanks for the advice, Martinez.
Advice? I'll give you advice. Mary Cole has been warned. Find her. Fast. Because if you don't, she won't be worth finding.
Okay, now you gotta use some imagination here.
You mean about the lack of dramatic atmosphere or the play money or both?
It's not play money, it's all the money you got. You lose it and you're broke and you can't play no more. You gotta go home. See, it doesn't matter whether it's dollars, pennies, matchsticks. It's what you got. And when it's gone, that's it. You got 20 grand. How much you gonna bet?
$10.
Big spender.
Huh? When you go to the track, how much are you willing to lose, before you...
Thought I was supposed to be helping here. Sort of an expert witness.
Yeah, but
No buts, Mary Beth. I mean, do you ever see me writing a check for cash? Is there ever a question about paying the rent or how we're gonna eat?
You don't have to get defensive here, Harv. I was only...
You were only getting ready to set me up alongside your junkie gambler case. There's a difference.
That's what I'm interested in, Harv. The difference. I mean, what is the big attraction? Hit me.
You know you're messing with the entire economy of the United States here, don't you?
Oh, Harv, you know how I hate your conspiracy theories.
This is not a theory. Do you think anybody in their right mind would watch a game between Buffalo and anybody if he didn't have some action on it? Do you think that there would be a school system in the state of New York if it weren't for the lottery? I mean, you don't think that millions of dollars change hands every day on some kind of action and then get laundered through so many places that they never get taxed? Huh? Who are you kidding here? Huh? You want one?
No, I just want to understand Mary Cole.
And find out where I get the money for the track.
Harv, you are not under investigation here. I was only asking, so that I could get some insight.
You bust. Okay, how's this for insight? Anybody who was into the goons for, what did you say, 40, 50 grand?
Yeah.
That person is history. History.
I called the phone company. They'll get back to us in 10 minutes. You all right?
Yeah, I couldn't stay in that room. You believe those guys?
And they say women gossip.
Oh, yeah.
So, what do you think of the new hot couple? Jennifer and his Becky, huh? I think it's a real improve on Bon Bon. I mean, what kind of a grown man go out with a woman named Bon Bon? Christine? Coleman's making book on it. The smart money's bidding on 2 months or less.
I don't think it's any of our business.
Oh, Mary Beth, don't do that to me. You love gossip. I know you. You go to your beauty parlor and you sit under the hair dryer. I know what you read. What do you read? Movie magazines.
The penal code.
The penal code.
Some of us actually have to study for the sergeant's exam, Christine.
All right. Then you go to the store and you've got your grocery cart and you're standing in an incredibly long line. What do?
I stand there. Maybe I balance my checkbook. Sometimes I even talk to people.
You're just not admitting to it. There is not one person in the entire world who doesn't read trashy newspapers and fan magazines in a grocery store.
I don't.
Johnny Carson's divorce. That cute young doctor that Mary Tyler Moore married? Liz Taylor. She broke up with that guy. Did you see how skinny she got?
You got work, Christine. Personally, I like Liz better as a brunette.
Hiya, Cookie.
Officer Christine.
Ah, Detective Christine.
Oh, well, my congratulations are in order. Forgive me if I did not send flowers.
My first vice bust when I was a rookie. Cookie the bookie, Meet Detective Mary Beth Lacey. How'd it go?
Pleasure's more than all mine.
Want to answer your phone, Cookie?
Wrong number.
We heard you moved to Las Vegas, Cookie.
Las Vegas. Yes, indeed. But the climate was not convivial to my constitution.
We're looking for Mary Cole, Cookie.
Who?
Mary Cole. We found your name in her apartment.
So this is a crime? Better there than on a bathroom wall.
We found her apartment ransacked.
Please, you do me an injustice. I am not the ransacking type, and she knows this to be true.
I know this to be true. You booked Mary Cole's bets. She has gambling debts up to $50,000.
Do I look like the 50 grand type? You flatter me.
Who is the 50 grand type, Mr. Cookie?
Well, seeing as how I would not like to be deprived of the use of my life, I now must plead ignorance to all such matters.
Detective Lacey, 14th Squad, what may I do for you? Such rude people. They hung up on me.
You're under arrest, Cookie.
For what infraction am I being served this gross injustice? Por favore.
Why don't we start with bookmaking? What is this? All this list with people's names and dollar figures next to them. What, your Christmas shopping list?
Charitable donations.
Uh-huh. So what charity is this? The Bears, +8.
Detective Lacey, why is your partner persecuting me?
She never learned how to ask nice. Please, Mr. Cookie, sir. Help us find Mary Cole.
Just come in. There's a dive on 5th Street, near Avenue A. That's where they let you play on the cuff.
Thank you. That's for you.
Hello? Ma! It's my mother!
Give her my love.
Yeah, hello, yeah.
It's called the 5th Street Social and Athletic Club.
Mary Cole's bookmaker says it's a dive. Real small-time action. But it's the only place they'll still let her play.
Small-time action? They trash her apartment and threaten her life?
No, sir. We figured they were muscle for the loan shark.
So where is he?
Well, nobody knows, Lieutenant. Martinez over in Public Morals says the shark could be almost anybody.
So you're looking for Mary Cole. Then what?
We save her life, sir.
You want to offer her 24-hour police protection? For how long?
With due respect, sir, we put her under protective custody. She can name names. She tells us who her money man is, who threatened her life. I mean, maybe we can make some arrests here. Maybe we find out who the people at the top are, and then we really have something.
Lacey, personally, I think that you are dreaming.
Please, what are you saying, sir? We have to give up.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the little fish would be nice, and that the rough guys would be very nice, and that Mr. Big would make my day. But I will even settle for Mary Cole safe and sound, which is why I waste my valuable time here going begging for money for you two, and signing all these forms here in quadruplicate. There you go, $100, courtesy NYPD. Go have a good time.
Thank you, sir.
You're all heart, Lieutenant. We couldn't get in the door with $100.
Thought you said it was small-time action, All right, $200, okay? And don't spend it all in one place.
No, sir.
Lacey, you watch. Cagney, you play. Cagney, wouldn't hurt if you won.
Gonna keep a percentage? A little vigorish off the top?
Get out of here, will you, the both of you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Here we go. Place your bet. There you go. Here we go. Black Jack. Jack's still the better. All down. Here we go. Card.
100.
I always bet my husband's birthday first for luck.
11. A winner. One more. Here you are.
Oh, what do you know?
Card.
And now, 22. That's our anniversary. Excuse me, sir. Can I bet more than one number? Mary been in tonight?
Mary who?
Mary Cole.
Don't know her. You want to hit?
Hey, hot date with Jennifer tonight? You two are a real item, aren't you?
Hey, come on, man. Leave me alone. I'm trying to comb my hair.
Where are you taking her, Victor?
Around.
Rangers game?
Probably.
Well, look, there's this new place in Little Italy. Romantic. Wine and wicker baskets, candlelight.
Come on, Petrie. Is Becky's idea fine dining is all you can eat, $4.95.
Hey, you guys knock it off, huh?
What do we got over here? An art show. Look at this.
Kinetic sculpture. The historic application of the paperclip in conceptual art.
It's a breakthrough in postmodernist expression.
Yes.
Yeah, like you. Touchy, touchy.
21.
Oh, no kidding. I win again, huh? Oh, this must be my lucky night. Boy, I wish Mary was here. She would love this. That wheel is hot. Excuse me. Want to buy me a drink, Doris? Thank you very much.
Card.
Thank you.
What'll it be, ladies?
2 scotches. Tom Collins, please. He's buying. Listen, give me another $50, okay?
Oh, sure.
So,
Thank you.
What'd you get on your friend?
Nothing.
Gamblers are not the friendliest people. How about you? I got a loan shark who works this place. Get this, a dry cleaning store. You are amazing. We'll hit him in the morning, huh? Yeah, first thing. You know, you're probably the only person here who's winning. You should try number 11. That's Michael's birthday. I won $36 on that one. I'm playing blackjack. Oh, 21, huh? Yeah. But I keep getting 22. Let's give it another half hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll call it a night, all right?
Okay. Chris, can you explain to me about the 0 and the 00? Thank you.
We'll need her statement. And yours.
Later.
get it now.
Can't you see she's real upset?
All right. We'll be at the precinct.
Thanks. Hey, don't worry. I'll get you through this as quick as possible. Hey. Come on, it's all over. He's not gonna bother you anymore.
Don't.
I just wanted to hold you.
I'm sorry. I just don't want to be touched right now.
You Simmons?
Yes. What can I do for you ladies?
Detectives Cagney and Lacey, 14th Squad.
Oh, well, nice to meet you ladies. At Simmons, there's always a discount for New York's finest.
Oh, yeah? You also give discounts to customers from the 5th Street Social and Athletic Club, Mr. Simmons.
Never heard of that place. Hey, you should leave this here. I can get this spot out for you.
Hey, you want to cut the song and dance, Simmons? You're a loan shark. We have reason to believe that you have a client by the name of Mary Cole who's into you for about $50,000. Now, it's not our intention or our desire at this moment to shut your business down. All we want to know is where we can find her.
I really wish I could help you ladies. But in the first place, I'm not a loan shark. In the second place, I never heard of this woman. And in the third place, if I had $50,000, would I be sweating my life away in a dump like this?
Hey, we're not stupid,
What
pal.
if she was into you for $5,000? Maybe then you'd discount the marker and sell it to someone who's willing to take the bigger risks.
You girls, you've been watching too many cops and robber movies.
Don't get flip with me, mister.
Hey, lady, come on, look around here, will you? I'm a dry cleaner.
Simmons, you look over here. See, my partner is getting very impatient. So I'm going to lay it on the line for you, okay? Someone sent goons after Mary Cole, and we want to know who that someone is.
In the first place, like I told you, I am not a loan shark. And in the second place, like I told you, I don't know anything about your friend. And in the third place, I don't know any goons. I don't know anybody who knows any goons. I'm a dry cleaner, get it?
Well, I hope that you know somebody who knows these goons. Because we're coming back. And if anything happens to Mary Cole, you will be opening a new branch on Rikers Island. You get it?
You sure he's a shark?
I got his name from a guy who was losing his shirt at the blackjack table.
Oh, by the way, how'd you make out?
Well, actually, sir, we covered our expenses.
Covered your expenses? You made a profit. Way to go, Cagney.
Well, actually,
You should have seen her, sir. Nothing but 21s.
it was nothing, Lieutenant.
Nothing. What are you talking? You saved the taxpayer $200. That's not chopped liver.
Well, thank you, Lieutenant.
Look, about the shark, we can pull him in, lean on him a bit. Yeah?
Excuse me, Lieutenant. You wanted to hear about any DOAs?
Uh-huh.
We got a Jane Doe behind a building on Chambers Street near West Broadway.
Okay.
Description?
Body is not in terrific condition.
May not be her.
You want it?
We'll take it, sir.
You know who you're looking for, right?
Yes, we can make a visual ID.
The body was found in its garbage dumpster. Looks like she's been there a couple of days.
How bad is it?
Nothing you want to look at before breakfast. I gotta say, this one's not too bad. Really, it's not too bad. As long as you know what you're looking for.
Thank you.
Well,
name is Mary Cole. C-O-L-E.
You okay?
Yeah.
Hey. Hey, come on, Victor. It's not the end of the world.
She just, Excuse me.
What's the matter with his Becky? Someone steal his Barry Manilow records? What's the matter? I say something wrong?
Jennifer packed up and went back to Virginia this morning.
I don't even know what I said to her, Christine. I mean, on that ledge, you know, But when she came in the room, I thought she wanted to be alive again.
She didn't kill herself. She was murdered.
Save somebody's life, you're responsible for it forever.
Nobody forced her to gamble, Mary Beth. Nobody forced that woman to live in a rat hole and borrow money from loan sharks. Now, she chose the kind of life she got, and there's not a damn thing you could have done about it.
No, I should have done something more. I should have gone and see her in the hospital. Or, I could have followed up faster on something. I don't know what I said to her.
I remember what you said to her. You told her she wasn't a superwoman. You told her she was human. And I'm saying that to you. And you told her to think about her husband and her kids.
Yeah, right. I want to do something, Christy. I want to go to her funeral.
I don't do funerals.
No. You don't have to go.
Fine, thank you.
Hey, Chris.
What?
Give me the keys.
What for?
Give me the keys, I'm driving.
Mary Beth, is your head together here?
Just get in the car.
She's dead, bozo.
I told you I don't know the lady. I never heard of her. I got nothing to do with that lady.
Yeah?
No.
Mr. Simmons, I have never seen my partner quite this upset. It's murder now with special circumstances. All right? That's a capital offense in New York.
Yeah, and somebody's gonna pay for it, and you're the only name I got.
Yeah, but I didn't do anything. I didn't.
Well, then tell us who did.
Well, how should I know? In the first place, I'm not a shark. In the second place...
Shut your mouth. In the first place, I don't care. In the second place, I don't care. In the third place, I don't care.
Look, you're gonna put me out of business
You're
here.
already out of business, courtesy of the NYPD.
I really don't know anything, I swear.
Huh?
It's all done with contacts, cut off men. I don't know anybody big.
So give us a contact.
I do that, I'm a dead man. Come on, you saw what happened to Mary Cole.
You knew it, didn't you?
I want to talk to my lawyer!
No need for that. Would have spread the word that he named names.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I... Oh, my God, you know what they're gonna do to me!
We have an alternative. We have a witness protection.
No, he don't qualify. He doesn't want to be a witness.
Oh, too bad.
The only name I know is the name I deal with. That's all.
Fine. We'll take it, one name at a time.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
30, 45 minutes tops. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got tied up on a case here. Okay, what, 53rd and Lex? Yeah. All right, I'll see you then. Bye. We can finish that DD5 in the morning.
You go ahead. I'm almost finished.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna find him, Mary. We give Martinez the name, and they start putting some heat on people.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you in the morning then.
Night, Chris.
Good night, Victor.
What's on your mind, Victor?
Oh, I just wanted to tell you, I heard you got a lead on the Miracle homicide. Nice going.
Thank you. Is there something on your mind, Victor?
Nah.
I heard about your friend. I'm sorry.
How'd you hear about it?
It's a small precinct.
Well, she'll come back for the trial. Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah.
I never met anybody like her before. She was delicate. Like just delicate. But I guess it was too much for her. I tried to tell her there were good things in the city, too. I tried to protect her. I even installed a deadbolt lock on her door. I never even touched her, Lacey.
I think you're wrong.